So this is our presentation about Princess Diana. So in our group, we have Maddie Parcell, Cameron Colehurst, Kristen Grope, Olivia Cunningham, and Carson Bowen. So this is Diana, the Princess of Wales. Her full name was Diana Frances Spencer. She was born on July 1st, 1961. She passed away on August 31st, 1997. One of her most impactful quotes was, "Nothing brings me more happiness than trying to help the most vulnerable people in society."
Princess Diana was born on July 1st of 1961 in Sandringham, Norfolk. She was called Lady Diana once her father inherited his heirloom in 1975. Her parents were Earl and Renee Spencer, and here's a photo of them on the left. They were married for 13 years before they ended up separating. Diana, along with her two older sisters and her younger brother, Sarah, Jane, and Charles, they ended up living with their father after their separation. She started out in preparatory school and then went to boarder school in West Heath, and then finished school up in Switzerland. After she finished school, she moved to a flat in London where she became a kindergarten teacher. The school on the right here is the photo that she taught at. Princess Diana got married on July 20th, 1981 to the Prince of Wales. His name was Prince Charles. Her and Prince Charles had two sons. But then in December of 1992, the Prince and the Princess of Wales decided to separate. But even after that, the princess continued to live in Kensington Palace where her office was based. Next, we will discuss her public role. She was best known for her charity work. She was in charge of 100 different charities. Many of these involved work with the homeless, disabled people, and humans with HIV or AIDS. After her divorce, she gave many of her responsibilities of most of the charities to others, and she began to focus on being the face of many campaigns. Princess Diana was in a car accident in Paris, France. She was taken to the hospital where she had emergency surgery, but there she was pronounced dead. Her date of death was August 31st, 1997.
She was an exceptional and gifted human being. In good times and bad, she never lost her capacity to smile and laugh, nor to inspire others with her warmth and kindness.
Queen Elizabeth II spoke very kindly of Princess Diana on a televised program honoring Princess Diana. She spoke very highly of her and is in a very esteemed regard. So, given Queen Elizabeth's popularity in Britain at the time, this encompasses how much Princess Diana meant to Britain as a whole, and for the Queen to say such nice words about her, it is evident that many people were very upset with her passing.
There are two events that come to mind when thinking of things that made Princess Diana a great leader. The first one being in April of 1987, at the peak of homophobia and the fear of AIDS and HIV, Diana shook hands with a man suffering from the disease without gloves at the London's Middlesex Hospital. Her gesture is later described by journalist Judy Wade as the most important thing a royal's done in 200 years because it helped to dispel the misconception that the then fatal illness could be transmitted by casual contact. Many people at the time didn't properly understand how HIV and AIDS was transmitted. Diana's continuous actions helped change the public's perception of how to behave around people with HIV and AIDS. Diana knew how the public saw her, and she found a way to improve the lives of so many people suffering from this illness, making her a true servant leader. The next event that comes to mind is January 15, 1997, when Diana walked through a minefield in war-torn Angola to support the Red Cross's call for a ban on landmines and to showcase the demining work being done by one of the charities she patronized. 2 decades later, her guide Paul recounted the nervous episode to the BBC, saying this poor woman was about to go into a live minefield, a dangerous area in front of however many hundreds or millions or billions of people on the news. And I thought back to the first time I went into a minefield and I was petrified. She worked with the Red Cross for many years before this trip to Angola, and during this trip she was able to meet landmine survivors and got to learn their stories. Diana followed the law of the picture and set an example for others by her actions, even if it meant taking a risk.
Leadership qualities of Princess Diana. Princess Diana exhibited many leadership qualities, such as her empathy, compassion, and being committed to charitable work. She led from her heart and stayed true to being herself. Princess Diana did not conform to society's standards or the predetermined lifestyle of the monarch. This is because she stayed true to who she was. Diana did her best to raise her children to not use their power for themselves, but to rather go to the people.
Everyone needs to be valued. Everyone has the potential to to give something back if only they had the chance.
This quote is one of the many reasons we believe Princess Diana followed the law of addition. This law states that leaders add value by serving others. The book states, inexperienced leaders are quick to lead before knowing anything about the people they intend to lead, but mature leaders listen, learn, and then lead.
What made Princess Diana great? Princess Diana did not use her power for herself. She was known as the people's princess because she advocated for all types of common folk that wouldn't otherwise get representation. She often spent time around those with stigmas against them, such as AIDS patients and those facing homelessness. Her efforts helped break down and end stigmas facing them. The legacy of Princess Diana. Diana's legacy is a beloved princess of her time. She stayed true to herself and used her influence for good. She is a symbol of compassion and humanitarianism. Breaking down societal barriers and stigmas is a great example of her leadership. She had an impact on charitable work and inspired the public to change the perception of modern royalty by sticking to her values. Her parenting style also influenced other parents by being a committed mother to her children's well-being. Through them, her legacy lives on.